Good evening. Welcome to Immersive Night. Here we step away from the noise of the day to explore the quiet corners of time. Tonight, we leave the Earth behind. We are traveling forward to the year 2226, to a lonely industrial ship drifting in the silent shadow of Jupiter. So, turn off the lights. Let your mind disconnect from the world. Settle in. Our journey is about to begin.
The word space usually conjures images of gleaming white ships, warp jumps, and heroic captains on a bridge. We imagine weightlessness as a graceful dance and the future as a sterile, clean paradise. But the real life of a space worker in the year 2226 is different. It is closer to the life of a submariner or a long-haul trucker from the past than to any adventure movie. It is a world of constant vibration, recycled air, and endless waiting.
So, let the noise of planet Earth fade away. Close your eyes. Imagine that you are a senior technician on a Leviathan-class heavy hauler. Your day doesn't begin with the sun because there is no sun here. Only the harsh glow of LED panels slowly brightening to simulate morning. You wake up in your coffin, a tight sleeping pod, 2 meters by 1. The first thing you notice is the dryness. The air on the ship has been filtered 1,000,000 times. It lacks moisture. It smells of ozone, old plastic, and the faint, permanent scent of machine oil that seems to have soaked into every wall.
You unbuckle your safety straps. Gravity here in the habitat ring is only 0.6 of Earth's standard. Your movements must be fluid. If you move too fast, you'll hit the ceiling. You check your body. Your face feels slightly puffy, the moon face effect of low gravity shifting your fluids. You take a deep breath. The air tastes metallic. It is safe, but it is stale. You swing your legs out onto the magnetic mat. Your joints pop. Without the crushing weight of Earth, your spine has stretched during the night. You stand up slowly. It is a specific kind of ballet, the industrial ballet of deep space. You step into the sanitation unit. It is a cramped capsule made of scratched stainless steel. The mirror has clouded edges, a sign of the ship's age. The hauling tug, Isotope, is 30 years old, older than many of the crew. Water here is the most valuable currency, more precious than gold or platinum. Every drop you use must be reclaimed, purified, and returned to the cycle.
So you don't turn on a tap. You place your hands under a dispenser, and it releases a strictly measured mist mixed with cleaning gel. You rub this foam over your face. It doesn't smell like ocean breeze or flowers. It smells of chemical purity. Next, the shave. You use a vacuum razor. Every cut hair is immediately sucked away into the recycler. In low gravity, floating debris is dangerous. It could get into ventilation, electronics, or lungs. You brush your teeth. The paste you use is edible. You don't spit it out, you swallow it. Nothing leaves the loop. To a person on Earth, this might seem strange, but to you, it is as natural as breathing. You pull on your work jumpsuit. Dark blue, fire-resistant fabric, heavy. You tighten the belt. You check the magnetic locks on your boots. Click, click. Now you are part of the ship.
You leave the habitat module and enter the central corridor, known as the spine. It is a long tunnel connecting the bow to the stern, stretching nearly 1.5 kilometers. Here, there is no gravity floor. This is a 0G zone. You push off the handrail and drift. This is a moment of freedom. Your body relaxes. You float past endless rows of pipes, color-coded for safety, blue for water, yellow for air, red for plasma. It is quiet, but not silent. A spaceship is never truly silent. It is the silence of a machine. The walls vibrate slightly against your fingertips. Deep, deep behind you, 2 kilometers away, the thermonuclear reactor beats like a heart. Thump, thump, thump. 60 beats per minute, the rhythm of your survival. On the plastic panels of the walls, you see scratches, names, dates. It is the cave painting of a new era. You pass a colleague from the night shift floating the other way. He looks exhausted, dark circles under his eyes. "How's the Delta?" you ask, gliding past. "Stable," he murmurs without stopping. "Radiator 4 is acting up, but the automation is handling it. Coffee machine is dispensing sludge today." "As always," you smile. You pass each other in mid-air, twisting your bodies to avoid contact. No handshakes, just a nod. You arrive at the common area. Gravity returns here thanks to the centrifuge rotation. The mess hall is the heart of social life, yet it is surprisingly quiet. The windows here are fake, high-resolution screens showing a recording of a forest on Earth. Today, it is a rainy autumn day in Canada. Yellow leaves, gray sky. You walk to the food synthesizer. The menu is utilitarian, textured protein, chicken flavor, and algae garnish. The machine hums, 3D printing your meal layer by layer. It comes out hot, shaped into perfect geometric cubes. The taste is acceptable, salty, with the texture of a dense sponge. You add spices. Hot pepper is the most valuable item on the ship. It wakes up your taste buds, dulled by the pressure changes. The flight navigator sits at the next table. He doesn't speak. He is staring at his tablet. Here, in a confined space, people learn to respect the privacy bubble. You have been trapped in this metal box with the same 10 people for 8 months. You know how they chew, how they breathe. Silence is a form of politeness. You eat, watching the fake rain on the screen. For a second, you think you can smell wet earth, but it's a phantom sensation. Here, it only smells of heated plastic and vitamin sauce. Your shift begins. You head to the blister, the cargo observation deck facing the stern. There are no screens with forests here, just a massive panoramic window made of armored glass looking out into the void. And there it is, the cargo, the iceberg.
It is massive, a jagged mountain of dirty ice harvested from the rings of Saturn. It floats in the darkness 3 kilometers behind your ship. In the ship's floodlights, the ice glitters deadly blue and gray. This is water for Mars, millions of tons of it, life for an entire planet which you are dragging through the dark. Your job is to monitor the tension. You sit in the operator's chair. On the monitors, data streams flow. Cable 4, tension 88%. You hear a sound in your headset. It is the audio interpretation of the sensor data. The ice is singing. Because of thermal expansion and Jupiter's gravity waves, the giant block of ice groans, creaks, and cracks. It is a haunting, low-frequency sound, like a whale call slowed down 100 times. "Easy, big guy," you whisper. Your fingers dance over the console. You adjust the thrusters by 0.01%. It is a meditative process. You and the frozen mountain are in a dance. You are the lighthouse keeper in an endless ocean. Halfway through the shift, you take your break. You don't go to sleep. You go to Sector 4, hydroponics. This is the most protected place on the ship. Behind the heavy airlock doors lies a different world. As the doors open, the smell hits you. Humidity, thick, rich moisture that would instantly fog up a helmet. It smells of wet soil, rotting leaves, tomato vines, and light. Here, under bright purple and pink grow lights, plants are living. Rows of soy, dwarf wheat, and a small lemon tree. The noise is different here, not the drone of the reactor, but the rustle of fans, the drip of water. You walk to the tomato plants. You take off your glove. Your skin, accustomed to plastic and cold metal, touches the rough, living leaf. You close your eyes and just breathe. Suddenly, a red light washes over the bridge. No siren screams. Loud noises cause stress. Just a soft, pulsing alert in your ear. Attention, anomaly in docking port 3. Adrenaline hits your blood, but there is no panic. There is only protocol. You put on the VR headset. You don't go outside in a spacesuit. That takes too long. You become a robot. Your consciousness transfers to the repair drone, Spider 7, clinging to the ship's hull. Now you are outside. The view is overwhelming. The stars burn with a steady, furious light. To your left hangs Jupiter. It is so huge, your brain refuses to accept it as a planet. It is a wall of clouds, orange, white, brown. You see the great red spot staring at you like the eye of a god. But you have work to do. Through the drone's cameras, you see the problem. A micrometeorite has punched through the insulation. Steam is venting out, instantly turning into ice crystals. Beautiful, deadly diamonds. Your hands in the control gloves move with precision. The drone applies a patch of quick-hardening polymer. The welding laser flashes silently in the vacuum. Violet sparks. Integrity restored, the computer says. You exhale. Your heart is pounding, but your hands are steady. You are a surgeon operating on a steel whale.
The shift ends. You are back in your pod. The light is dimming to a soft red, simulating sunset. Before you sleep, you check the data packet that arrived from Earth. A video message from home. You see your wife. She is in the kitchen. Sunlight is streaming through the window. She talks about your son's history test, about the washing machine breaking, about how much they miss you.
You look at the timestamp. This message was sent 50 minutes ago. Between you and her, there is a light-speed delay. You cannot have a conversation. You can only exchange monologues. You are looking at a person you love, but she is in the past, and you are in her future, a cold dot in the sky. You record a reply. You try to smile. You say, "Everything is fine. The work is good. Love you." You close the message. You open the external camera feed on your small screen. Just stars, the limitless, eternal darkness. There is terror in it, yes, but there is also greatness. You are the spear tip of humanity, thrown into the dark. The hum of the reactor lulls you. Thump, thump. Magnetic fields hold the antimatter. The hull holds the air, and you hold on to the dream of returning. Good night, traveler. Sleep well. The isotope carries you through the night.